play from Liam Rosenior as he hands for the first time the arm back Sunderland in the last round as the return of this man to add a bit of grit to them. The two captains, Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Macclesfield about that. But today, in West London, it makes 3 changes to his side for this one. Tosin comes into the heart of defence.
They surrounded him, but no, they've just moved back a little. I think that's...
And Brown is suspended for this one, so Martin Sheriff, who's on loan from Everton. So Port Vale Football Club from the city of Stoke in the... Talking just ahead of kick-off, saying their plan is to come here, try to... Palmer. Here comes Malo Gusto. Right into the danger area. The keeper was all over the shot. And that one's fired in for Chelsea in the opening moments of the match by Jorel Hato. Well, Joe Gauci on loan from Aston Villa got himself at 6s and 7s. And the Dutchman Hato fires Chelsea into an early lead in the opening minutes here.
Well, 64.
Well, he's back playing as fullback, Jorel Hato, after being employed in
this FA Cup run, denying the opposition opportunities.
Comes Neto again, asking questions of Gordon, sliding it into Palmer.
Isolated, I feel, on many occasions this afternoon, and that is exactly what...
Pedro Neto. Gordonson, an uplift of sorts. They're still in mortal danger at the bottom.
Up with that 64-second opening goal, can really relax. And
Palmer leading from the front for Chelsea. The pressure, comparative veteran at the age of 23.
I think coming back to his best, he's been frustrated with it.
Artists for Brazil in it, in João Pedro and Estevão. Quite a lot for one of them against League Two Grimsby back in 2023, which had 76 places between the side from Tosin. Oh, nearly came for Wayne.
Well, it's a miss hit across.
Did score on his last start, Estevão. And Will up Garrity. Jordan Gabriel, caught late. A free kick to the League One side. Angled up. Ball was underneath it, and Hall heads wide.
Yeah, it's a decent ball. It is, because it's Chelsea defenders going back onto the...
I hope we need to reschedule of over 1.5 goals a game.
Whichever way he wanted to set up. Have some consistency.
Third game of the season. So he comes back from his latest injury setback. He was in there mistiming the challenge. Similar defensive setup for Chelsea.
Surely the senior will actually like this. He will be happy with the 1-0 lead.
Here's Cole Palmer now for Chelsea.
Quickly.
From Estevão. Walters doing good work, he got beyond 2.
In respect of positions where they should cross the ball.
Neto slip free, it's João Pedro! And that is a clinical and brilliant finish from João Pedro. He made it look simple, it was far from that. And Chelsea have their second.
Well, we see Neto get free. That was the most important thing in terms of the build-up. Then with the cross that he finds Pedro, and it is a really quality finish from João Pedro. The build-up down the right-hand side, Neto just gets in behind as the ball's chipped.
This one here, which has found Malo Gusto. João Pedro was in, but so too was Humphreys to slide and put it behind.
Yeah, they're appealing for offside, but Gusto came from a slightly deep...
This one. Port Vale. Santos is ready to come back on. John hurls it in. Disappointing delivery, but here throughout The season, it's something in the region of 17 Premier League points they've thrown away from winning positions. Sheriff, little mistimed there. Touched already on Chelsea's Wycombe Wanderers. A wretched afternoon they had. Santos went in. Another long one from John. Garrity's in there. Got the ball, but seems to have been plenty of contact.
It's for the referee to stop the game.
Good leap from Fofana. Humphreys in again. And by Sheriff to Wayne. Navia. It's only his 35th. Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro. Back to Gusto. And followed in. Cole Palmer. Wearing the armband. Scoring a third for Chelsea on the stroke of half-time. It wasn't Malo Gusto's contribution in there excellent.
It wasn't the captain's contribution, it was massive, Bill. The first touch to flick the ball through for Joao Pedro from Cole Palmer was brilliant, but then where does he end up? In the 6-yard box to wrap this cup tie up. Captain today, and a captain's performance in his first half. Could do nothing about it. The final touch from the Chelsea player was from Cole Palmer.
And touches of class for the third on show as well, even though the final touch. And by Pedro Neto. Neto. We'll take this one for Port Vale. Garrity round the back. Humphreys was there. Couldn't get the contact he needed.
No, it's a chance. Good, well-worked free kick.
Free kick for a push on Andre Santos. Cheeky little back heel into Andre Santos. Here's Esteban, and he shaves the outside of the post.
Well, a really slick move from Chelsea. Brilliant back heel in the build-up from Joao Pedro.
Just get another chance here. Pops it to Palmer. Palmer tried to slide it through.
Really clever. Trying to pass that ball into the...
Esteban, lovely quick feet. A favourable break and a corner off the shins of Liam Gordon.
Well, it's much better from Chelsea at the start of the second half. It's quick and
That's a lovely ball for Joao Pedro. Neto takes it on, stings the palms of the keeper. Oh, it's put behind for a corner. They're getting closer to this fourth, Chelsea, it feels.
yeah, he's saying it's moving.
Neto. Gusto. And it's 4. Tosin rises. And Chelsea heading up in the hills and far away from Port Vale and to Wembley for the semi-final. If there was doubt before, there certainly is not now. Chelsea 4, Port Vale 0.
Yeah, emphatic from Chelsea. And this is a really well-crafted move down the right-hand side. A lovely cross that gives Tosin the opportunity to power.
Palmer. Esteban. Palmer. And recovered by Joe Gauci.
Gauci does well. Great block from Esteban. Second. Pedro, the man in form. Up front, giving Delap an opportunity. Football they play in Division 1. They have been chasing the ball for so long.
This is so well worked. Esteban at the heart of it. Garnacho putting over.
Yeah, that's a chance for Garnacho, an early chance since...
Esteban. Andre Santos took a deflection. He's carried it wide.
I think the deflection came off of Humphreys.
Esteban with the corner. Not a bad one either. And it's a 5th for Chelsea. Andre Santos powering in from close range. And this is starting to get a little messy for the League One strugglers. Another goal conceded from a corner. Another scratching of head moments, a shrug-inducing goal.
I think the keeper felt that he was impeded as he comes.
Were beaten in the FA Cup. Go back a little further than that. And there's an opportunity here, potentially. John. And here comes Esteban, looking for Delat.
The one.
That's really well fed through for Alejandro Garnacho, who hits the post. Esteban. Flag is up. It will be checked, like all goals, of course, by VAR.
Yeah, Bill, I think this needs to be checked.
I'd suggest.
Goal. There's the decision.
Joe. Esteban again. Kavuma McQueen. Looks to find Acha. Okay, the calibre of opposition here has been
Joy for Leon Rossignol.
Garnacho lost his footing.
Penalty
He was
kick.
upended. The penalty is given. Tyler Magloire, 7th for Chelsea here. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And puts a final stamp on a very impressive FA Cup quarter-final win for Chelsea. They've seen goals aplenty at Stamford Bridge. 7 times Joe Gauci has had to pick the ball out of the back of his net. The first time on 64 seconds, the last time.